Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll start with the option.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Hurts. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To try again after the sack. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
That's taken it around the 40. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Second and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they'll to be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. After one, 7-0.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only under...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And that flag accepted.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fall.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Colin Johnson
from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
No, we change it.
Here's Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Alec Pierce.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded right around the 8. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, here's Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. A big play here for Dallas. 38 yards.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 27, Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Colin Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Colin Johnson, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is...
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Report!
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And some space here.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Alec Pierce
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara, finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
No, we change it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Usually love to see